Authoritarian discipline. Authoritarian discipline is used to punish a child for what they did wrong while keeping control over the entire situation. It usually is known to associate with severe or strict punishment, rules set with no explanation, with a complete expectation of obedience from the child. Parents are known to usually do this through shaming their child or using physical discipline against the child, which both are used to basically keep the child in place while making sure that they understand what bad behavior they made and keeping them safe from any possible danger that may occur basically in the future. Here is an example of authoritarian discipline. If a child digs their hand in a cookie jar, then a parent may say, you shouldn't have done that, and slaps the hand of the child and tells them to never do that again. It's an immediate reaction, basically, from the child that will make them understand that the parent does not want them to do this and that it is very important that they never do it again. So, understanding that, you need to take into account that this is a very important punishment sometimes to many families across the entire world in order to keep their child in line and to make them understand their bad behavior. Shaming. Shaming is focused on making the child have negative feelings about themselves in their current situation in order to eliminate bad behavior or to make a better change in themselves. This is considered to be verbal punishment from the parent. Some categories of shaming a child include demoralizing, which is basically demoralizing the child, making them feel bad about themselves and make them try to do better by telling them what is bad about themselves. The age-based expectation, basically telling them to grow up and they should be more mature for their age. They should learn how to rise above basically what their age is and all that. And the gender-based expectation, which is expecting, like, for example, a boy to not act so much like a girl or be a sissy, something like that. Moving on to next slide. Physical punishment. Physical punishment is used to quickly make a child turn away from the bad behavior they have by using physical harm against them. This is legal in many states in the United States of America and is used a lot by parents. Some examples of physical punishment may include whooping, which is used by a belt or a stick or anything like that. Slapping is also used by a stick or sometimes even a spoon in many different countries. The pros of authoritarian discipline includes children being more empathetic. They have more emotions. They show more emotions toward people. They have fewer social problems, surprisingly, and they have respect for adults, other people, and the rules because they have been trained in obedience and have learned to be strict in obedience. The consequences of authoritarian discipline. While this discipline is known to be effective in many households, it can cause some problems for your child. Some of the problems include they may have a lower self-esteem. They may not feel as confident as they should and outgoing as they should. And they may struggle with self-control. They don't know how to make decisions without somebody telling them what to do. They don't have exactly a guidance. They don't know how to guide themselves in order to get to the next thing that they're supposed to do, the next directive. They need someone to lead them. And they may become possibly shy around people. While they do have some good social interaction, as I said earlier, they may possibly fall into a shyness that, while everyone would have a general understanding of how they feel and they may be well liked somewhat, they may not have as many interactions as a normal outgoing person should have. So thank you for listening to this little video about authoritarian discipline, and I'm glad you listened. Goodbye.